Aloha! Welcome back to Mystimon Saga, a world like no other, where people live alongside mystical creatures and where magic comes alive, under siege by forces beyond and within. This is Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives, a Pathfinder 2e actual play where our investigators battle an evil cult and investigate the paranormal and high strangeness all around the world. I am your host, GM Seth, also known as Seth R. Mitchell, and I am today once again joined by our players, Binary playing Bastille and Coldra, Twilight playing Ada, Shadow playing Rat, and Elle playing Soma and Zoe.
Welcome, and for all ye that hear it, happy National Pirate Day.
Is that an actual thing?
Yes, September 19th.
Oh, I'll be damned. Oh, geez, that was a voice crack on my end. Ignore that, please.
Elle, make a note that the next NACO adventure I write should be pirate themed.
There you go.
The only holiday we officially recognize. Don't listen to anything the DM says. It's the only one.
Hold on. I'm looking for National Cowboy Day.
But we do have another NACO adventure today. The Adventures of Meow Lock Holmes.
What?
A white and black NACO is sleeping restfully on the counter of a Magi Guard headquarters in Kalroon's Precipice District as we fade in. When suddenly there comes a scream from deeper in the building. Meowlock, as the officers have taken to calling it, yawns deeply as it leaps down from the counter and goes in search of where the scream was coming from. He finds a couple of officers arguing in the break room. It would appear the fight is over who stole the last bagel. The large, rotund officer claims he didn't take it, though it appears he's been packing away a few donuts for the winter. Meowlock sniffs around. What's the strange scent he smells? He follows the scent, leaps up on the table. There are crumbs where the missing bagel should be. What's this? There appears to be some crumbs trailing off the table. He follows the trail. The strange scent is getting stronger. More like a stench. Now, it whiffed. Ugh. What is that smell? It smells like rotten eggs and garbage. Yuck. But undeterred, Meowlock pushes on. The trail appears to lead out of the room. Eventually, the trail leads him to the back side door. This door is kept closed at all times, but that's never stopped Meowlock. He leaps up on the sill of a window just to the right of the door, then leaps to the door's handle, and the door swings open. And then suddenly, before the door swings shut, he bumps a wooden block into the doorway, stopping it from closing. Makeshift doorstop. It works every time, but now that stench is getting stronger. Yuck. He looks around, then he sees it. So that's who stole the bagel. He spies a ravish nibbling away at its quarry off in the corner atop a small sand dune. He lets forth a low growl as he slowly approaches the ravish. The small rat hisses back. Meowlock responds with a hiss of his own as he continues the low growl. Slowly approaching. Finally, the ravish drops its bounty and runs off through a hole in a nearby sandstone block building neighboring the HQ. Meowlock retrieves the half-eaten bagel and runs back into the HQ, kicking away the wooden doorstop and allowing it to close behind him. And so the case of the missing bagel was solved. Mission accomplished, Meowlock returns to his bed on the front counter. But while there, he spies a case file. these people might be surprised to know he could read. He's alerted Nico. In the file, he sees a photo of a short-haired woman, Desdelan Polaris. Curious. To be continued next time. And when we last left our investigators, Soba and Bastille, you two, as Rat just went right back onto bed, and Ada was conked out the entire night. Aloha, Blinky Cat.
Hey.
So Soba and Bastille, you two tried to Coldra. Was it Coldra, not Bastille?
Correct. Coldra is the one that has dreamwalking.
Oh, right. So it was Coldra. So Soba and Coldra, you helped Koi calm down from what she was experiencing. She had seen Lady Fiore in her dreams. It would appear that Lady Fiore has somehow gotten into the Dreamlands physically. The only way she could have done that is through a shadow gate. And Koi let you know that Darkwar found Lady Fiore. Darkwar is the sire of Deep Sleep Mystimon, a wispy, shadowy creature with azure-colored eyes. Seems Twilight ain't a friend. And Coldra, you decided to enter into Koi's dreams. And you went into Koi's dreams with her and met up with Darkwar. Darkwar took you to where he had hidden Lady Fiore for the moment. Promising that he's going to move her frequently to different places in order to keep her safe. And then as you were talking to Lady Fiore, Koi was suddenly taken into another portal to somewhere else in the Dreamlands. And you followed through that portal and ended up on a burning ship. A ship that was on fire. And it appeared that this was actually one of Koi's memories. A nightmarish memory. That could actually be the source of her fear of fire. And you managed to save Koi, but not before getting taunted by Xulgoth. And well, the next day, it was the start of the championship games. And it was Rat versus Zoe in a 3-on-3 Mystimon battle. 4-on-4 if you want to include the battler. If you want to include the tamer, or whatever they want, whatever you want to call them. And that is where we pick things up. It is the middle of the 7th round of this battle. Zoe, you're up. You're up 3-2 against Rat. Rat's Grizzless was KO'd. And so Grizzless is over on the side, resting. Kawhi's not too happy with you, Rat. And so we start up with Wraithlin.
Alrighty. So I guess for Wraithlin, first action, what they will do is they will give Cora the 1/2 ghost touch of death.
So Wraithlin's spectral hand. And that was a 23. Does that hit, Cora?
A 23. I don't think. Oh, crap, that's the one I didn't open up. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I apologize.
That is
23 just hit.
That is your Joganda, a big boa snake. So the spectral hand touch literally goes right through the snake, like right through the snake's neck. So roll your damage. And that is 8 void damage against Cora.
Poor snake is badly injured.
All right, and now once again, Bat will try to smack this thing at a map -5.
Indeed.
Ooh, don't matter.
That is a critical hit. Let's see here.
That's the champion.
I am going to go with the. I'm going to go with the spell effect, Time Vortex. If this is a spell effect, normal damage. It's normal damage, okay? And the target vanishes and reappears 1d4 rounds later. So it's going to
Bye.
So Cora vanishes.
Cora gets sent to the Shadow Realm.
Gets sent to the Shadow Realm. So I know that this is the fascinated status effect, but I'm
Visibility.
using this purple swirly
there we go.
to symbolize the time vortex.
What? Locked away for time crimes.
Future crimes. You've minority reported her.
There we go.
So you've been actually locked away for several thousand years. You just get back in 1d4 rounds because they bring you back to the same time and place.
Yeah.
But Cora comes back and is like, I saw the time vortex. I lived for 10,000 years.
And they learn how to talk.
I learned how to talk in the time vortex. Okay, bye, Cora.
What
the heck is that?
So likely had that prompt.
Okay. Do I still roll damage, or are they just stuck in the Shadow Realm?
It does normal damage. So, the way I imagine this is the spectral hand reaches into the snake, and the transparency of the spectral hand starts to affect the snake, and it's Mistia signature, and it just zips out of existence for 3 rounds. Cora has disappeared. Roll your damage. Normal damage.
I think Cora might be dead. Or, sorry, I mean fainted.
No, not dead.
just, in the time vortex.
Yeah.
And Cora takes 7 void damage. So that happened. So what is Bat going to do now?
For their final action, they are gonna move right over. Goodness gracious. Oh, the game's paused.
Oh.
We are gonna move right over here behind Pretty Foot to hopefully give me that flanking bonus.
So Razorlet has moved over to like behind Pretty Foot, the Megarax, this big saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, hopefully I can get flanking bonus. Or I mean,
yep,
off guard bonus.
you do have flanking. So let me apply that now. That would make it off guard.
Sweet.
As soon as I find it. There it goes. So, it is off guard. And that is Bat's turn. Alex. Or Rat. Rat, we should say.
Oh, that's me. Alright. So the fact that the gun side of is not working, Rat is gonna switch. He's gonna basically like tinker with his gun, and then out comes like it turns into a 2-handed blade.
Okay.
And then for his second action, he's gonna reload his gun sword thing.
Gunblade?
Yes.
Is this FF8
I wasn't
now?
gonna say the word. I was gonna say anything. And then I'm gonna try to do this thing.
Well, to be honest, Square Enix can't technically trademark that.
Yeah.
And there is actually a weapon in Pathfinder that is based on that.
The trigger brand. Yeah. Now I'm gonna, and for my last action,
so you click trigger brand salvo.
Yes.
You slice, stab, or batter your opponent with the melee portion of your combination weapon before pulling the trigger at point blank range. Make a melee strike with your combination weapon. If the strike is successful, you can immediately make a ranged strike against the same target with that combination weapon, and you get a +2 circumstance bonus to the attack roll. This counts as 2 attacks toward your multiple attack penalty towards your map, but you don't apply the multiple attack penalty until after making both strikes.
Since I've switched to melee mode and reload, this is the only action I could do this, Brown. So here's my first strike.
Yep.
Against Pretty Foot.
Okay.
Does that hit?
That is definitely going to hit. I would be surprised if that doesn't.
Yeah, that hits, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, that's a crit.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
It is just a crit.
And then I am gonna press the trigger and then shoot Pretty Foot.
Oh.
Point blank. Oh.
35. Finally. That is also a crit.
Oh my goodness.
Because Pretty Foot's AC is down to 24 due to off guard.
Oh. It's literally just tang tang while bang bang.
So essentially, Rat so angry. He's just like, you know what, Zoe? I don't normally do this, but your cat there is making me pretty angry. Ching, stabs, then blasts.
That wasn't the damage.
Right
that wasn't the damage, L.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, that was another. That was the other attack strike.
Hold on, that was the.
Yeah, I still have to roll
damage. Did not mean
damage.
to move that token. I thought you rolled that damage. Okay.
No, I was rolling both of them in the second roll. Yeah. I was gonna roll damage now. Is the critic? So I just click critical, right? Since technically these are both crits.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ. Ouch.
Gun go boom. Gun go boom.
So
36 on both.
38 and 36.
Man, Louis just said
what's
she
38?
I see 38 on the first one. And then 36 on the second one.
Oh, I see. Okay, the second one rolled 3 times. That's why.
Yeah. Because of my elemental ammunition.
Hold on. 157.
My weapon is fire, so if you have any fire resistance, you can reduce fire damage by half.
Foot does not.
Aha!
6.
I thought they would have fire damage resistance.
So that
no, Pretty Foot is just a really big cat.
Yeah.
Crackerjack is the one who's on fire.
Yep.
Yeah. What was Zoe's reaction?
Pretty Foot is down by half health, about half health. So the gun slices right through its ear, so it actually takes a little bit out of its ear, and that sounds really gory. And it explodes right there, right at its ear.
Yeah, so Red just was really angry. He's just like, I don't normally do this. But essentially, I'm angry. I'm in a fight. You know what? I apologize. And then stabs him right in the ear and then fires the gun.
Yeah. Ouch.
What would Zoe's reaction be to experience that atrocity?
I think Zoe probably actually just kind of laughs wildly.
Damn.
And I mean, we're all professionals here.
Some of it's just got moly.
You hear Kawhi calling down from the stands, Mystimon abuse!
This is part of the show!
Crackerjack.
Yep.
No, it's not Crackerjack's turn. It's Hummer's turn, because Crackerjack's an Eidolon.
Oh, right.
Should technically
Hummer. And Hummer's right there underneath.
So tiny. He's so small.
There we go. So Hummer is like buzzing around, right over Pretty Foot. So what is Hummer going to do?
Do I get to choose the command for it, or does it do its own thing?
All right, that is me.
Yeah, because it's technically Kawhi's thing.
Yeah. So let's see here. I think we're going to do Hummer Beat. Hummer beats its wings rapidly, creating a soothing and entrancing sound. Enemy creatures within 30 feet make a will save, with failure becoming dazzled. On a critical failure, enemy creatures become confused as well. So, Pretty Foot and Crackerjack.
And Zoe, right?
And Zoe.
No. Thank you. Oh,
wait,
hold on. Is this a visual effect?
It's an auditory.
Oh, too bad. Okay, I have nothing for that. Okay, 31.
Oh, 33 and 21.
So Crackerjack becomes dazzled.
Ooh.
By Pretty Foot and Zoe, you resist it. And then Hummer is going to buzz over here. And that's Hummer's turn. Prettyfoot.
Oh, now it's Prettyfoot's turn. Well, Prettyfoot is going to do what Prettyfoot does best, which is try and use Rat like a chew toy.
No. Oh.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because we're upset. Wait, no, it doesn't do pounds. It doesn't need to do
yes,
pounds.
we're upset over
melee.
Prettyfoot's ear.
Okay, but I've been turned. Okay, but Rat got turned into a chew toy, and that's okay. Okay, I see. I
Does
see.
24 beat your AC?
Does a 24? It does not. I got higher than that.
Nice. Okay. Then he's going to try and bite you again.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Rat should have off guard as well.
Oh yeah, because of Crackerjack. Yep.
So your AC is 25.
25.
Your
So
second
that's-
strike
fangs
hits.
hit. Yeah, fangs hit.
Do they though? Because I don't think it applied it didn't apply the second attack.
Oh right, it didn't apply the map
map.
penalty.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a 20.
So-
I don't know why it's not applying it for me, but it's applying it for everybody else. Anyways,
It's weird.
I can put a thumbs down on that because that's wrong, Foundry. Alrighty. Hold on. Sorry. There's okay.
Oh,
It's all good.
Okay. Okay, you know, whatever. See if you can roll above a frickin' 10. And it's just gonna try and claw at you again.
Who knows? You might get a nat
This will
20.
be minus 31.
21. 21.
Again, it's not adding the.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
minus 15.
Yeah, it would have had to be above a 17, I think, in
Yep.
order to hit you. So
Yep.
it wasn't. Prettyfoot's doing rough. Prettyfoot's having a bad time.
Zoe.
Yeah, getting stabbed and shot in the air.
Getting
Yeah.
Messed it
stabbed
up.
and shot in the head is not having a great time. Yeah. Okay.
Zoe and Crackerjack.
Zoe and Cracker. Because still. So we are going to act together, of course, because we are best friends forever.
Yep.
And I am going to. Sorry.
All good.
Okay, not do that. Alrighty, this is a question for the GM regarding ranged spells.
Go for it.
If I am casting a spell that is like a ranged attack at melee imposes some kind of like whatever the opposite of a benefit is, malefit. It's not.
No,
a word.
it does not. No, there's
It does not?
There's no system like that in Pathfinder.
There's no system like that in Pathfinder, so you can just cast a ranged spell at.
Yeah.
How do you think I've been able to
Yep.
shoot you point blank range without any death?
Yep.
Without any
I
detriment?
assumed you had some kind of feat that let you do that. Because of
I
your gunplay or
believe actually originally in the playtest that if I remember correctly, I believe originally in the playtest there was, but they combined them and.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, my follow-up question is moot. So I'm just going. I'm going to cast Chromatic Ray, and it is Okay, yeah. I'm going to cast Chromatic Ray on you, and Crackerjack is going to try and bite you.
You send out a ray of colored light streaming toward your enemy with a magical effect, depending on the ray's color. So, what color is it going to be?
Well, it's only if I hit. I only roll a 1d4. I have to make a spell attack roll, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Didn't realize I was going to have to... For Pete's sake. For Pete's sake.
Unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate. I was doing so well last time.
23.
This is your fault. This is your fault, Seth, for making us stop when I was rolling so well.
23 does not hit, unfortunately.
No, hold on. Let me double check that I don't.
I'm actually doing the gritty IRL right now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we were at like 9:15 last time.
I know, and I was falling asleep. Alrighty. So, well, that doesn't do anything, but let's see if Crackerjack does anything. Okay.
37. That is definitely going to hit. That's going to be a crit.
I think that's even a crit. Yes, that is a crit.
So distracted by just like the rain of colored light that is absolutely not hitting you at all.
Absolutely.
You don't notice the large cat behind you jumping on top of you.
Those are some pretty lights. Oh, goodness!
I think after this, Rat's going to have a fear of cats.
If anything, like the one thing that's coming to mind for me is just the Cloud Guide to D&D, like Paladins. They're just smite.
Oh, that hurts.
Rat takes 27 damage from this big cat pouncing on him.
And that was
I think that actually
was a low crit.
Extra damage.
Yeah, did you click the crit button?
I did, but you take another +2 damage because of Boost Eidolon, which is still up.
Ah, okay.
Because I used Extend Boost last time.
93.
There we go.
Thank you, Seth.
There we go. Is that your turn?
That is our turn, yes.
Okay. Cora! Wait, Cora's not here.
Cora is experiencing the time vortex!
They're gone.
And that's Cora's turn.
Imagine Cora comes back and they just see everyone's down. They just see Cora's there, ready to shoot it.
It is Raylan's turn.
Out of the sky.
If it just bang.
It's Raylan's turn. But just before that, during the fight, Ira looks over at Kwoi and notices there's something off. That nightmare last night, you never really talked to me about it. You want to talk about it? Says Ira. Kwoi stops and looks down dejectedly. Not really, she says. Ira quickly replies, okay, that's all right. But then Kwoi says, but I will anyway. Ira stops. Okay, she says as she takes Kwoi's hand. You know how I have memories of being on a ship? Only really glimpses or fragments of a memory? Well, last night I saw the whole memory. I saw the whole ship on fire. I kept calling out for my parents, but they were nowhere in sight. It was Fuzzy that rescued me, she says as she stares down onto the arena floor where her dear Grizzless is resting off to the side from a terrible loss. Thanks to Rat.
Yeah.
Fuzzy got me off the ship and then took me to the island where I spent most of my life and was alone except for Fuzzy. She took care of me. She's still taking care of me, says Kwoi. Ira looks down at Fuzzy. Yeah, she's always seemed quite protective of you. Almost as protective as me. That's why I'm never worried if we get separated, because you have Fuzzy. And I know she will take care of you always. You could say your Gristles and we have an understanding. Ira laughs. I'm going to be honest. Before I met you, I've never really liked Mystimon all that much. Yes, Fuzzy is a girl. I never really liked Mystimon all that much. I didn't really care about them, and I never had any growing up, and I was always kind of indifferent to them. But when I met you, and as you shared with me your love for these creatures, and especially your gift to communicate with them, I've come to see what you see in them. And now, look, I have Irus and Fresler too, though she's kind of a free spirit. Mystimon are special, just like you, says Ira. As she says that, Koi leans into her and rests her head on her shoulder. You're special too, you know that, Snowy? She says. Snowy, make things right with your mom. I want her to be there at the wedding. I understand your mom said some mean things in the past, but I also know she was only trying to protect you. I don't agree with how she was doing it, but I understand why she did it. And, says Koi as she gets up and looks Ira in the eyes, I have no memory of my parents at all. I think about them all the time, but I can't remember their faces, I can't remember their names. I have no memory. You have your mom at least, right now. So make things right with her. She's been trying to show you for so long how sorry she is. Let her. Please. For me. And for yourself. You never know when you won't have that chance anymore. Don't waste it. Iris is stunned for a moment. Then she nods. I'll try, she says. She snuggles with Koi there on the stands. And Koi... So, Koi remembered a lot of things, but she didn't exactly remember her parents' faces or her parents' names. That's still a blur to her. What she did remember is a lot about Xulgoth. And it is Wraithlin's turn.
Okay. Wraithlin, I want you to do me a favor, Bat. Bat, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go smack Pretty Foot and smack him in the butt.
29. Does that hit the poor Pretty Foot? I think it does.
Yes, especially since Pretty Foot is because Pretty Foot is off guard, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, should be.
Yeah. I didn't move.
Yeah. Pretty Foot is still off guard. So,
Right,
29 is going to hit. Yep.
Yeah,
The
29.
spectral hand goes right through Pretty Foot's behind. And then Bat, it takes it out and it's like, ew.
All right.
So Pretty Foot got a butt probe for 18 damage.
Wait, Crackerjack has Crackerjack taken damage, or has just Pretty Foot? You've only been
Only
attacking
Pretty Foot,
right?
Only
Pretty Foot, yes. Because that is technically your Islandon, and Zoe should also be taking damage.
Yeah, that's why I was
correctly.
like, yeah, I would be taking the damage, so.
Yeah. I've just been going after Prettyfoot because Prettyfoot's just been annoying Rat, and he's angry at it.
No.
I mean, Crackerjack hasn't done anything to annoy Rat, so you know.
Well, Crackerjack just bit you, so
Yeah. Crackerjack, yeah, but
sure bit you a
that
couple
was
of other times.
yeah, but that wasn't the cat that grappled Rat, so you know.
Chomp.
Yeah. I will actually so Bat is proficient. They have skills in intimidation. Does that mean they can use demoralize as an action?
Yes.
Okay, this will be at a -5 because I believe demoralize is a hostile action. So I will have Bat try to demoralize Crackerjack. So this will be at a -5. So this will be a +10. Never mind.
It's a 1 on the die. That's not going to quite work. In fact, Crackerjack just looks at the Wraithlin and hisses right back.
It's like the scene of the One Thing where that one ghost just plays around, just like, you know the scene I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyways, for the last action, Bat is gonna try to smack Crackerjack on the butt.
You mean Prettyfoot?
Prettyfoot, yeah, my bad.
That does not hit.
That is a miss. Okay. So, Rat.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Guess what I'm gonna do? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reload my gun, and I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something a little mean. I'm gonna use the wind them up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna actually aim at Zoe this time. Ah, that probably doesn't hit. Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, that is going to miss. 27 against
yes,
Prettyfoot.
and then I guess according to this.
Wait, is it hitting Prettyfoot or is it hitting Crackerjack? Or Zoe?
I'm going after Zoe.
You're going after Zoe.
Are you trying to steal Prettyfoot's wallet?
I guess so. By the way,
so technically Zoe is on top of Prettyfoot. Because Prettyfoot is a mount with a saddle.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I try to steal something off of Prettyfoot then. Like video game RPG logic. That doesn't work, so I guess I'm gonna actually gonna use this thing. Because I have these. I forgot.
Healer's gloves. These clean white gloves never show signs of blood, even when used to stitch up wounds or treat other ailments. They give you a +2 item bonus to medicine checks.
And I'm gonna hit them to heal myself.
Do you have combat healing? Do you have combat medicine?
No, but they have a activation that is a manipulate action. So if any of Zoe has whatchamacallit, attack of opportunity, they can smack me for this.
Okay.
Yeah, just reactive strike.
Yeah.
No.
Does anybody have reactive strike? Okay, then I just heal.
Okay.
So Rat just rubs his hands. Rat just rubs his hands together, and then he just touches those. Just well, that does the trick. Normally, I would prefer a nice cold beer, but oh well. Now that's the end of my turn. Actually, making me use all my stops.
Hummer. So Hummer is going to do Hummer beat again It beats its wings rapidly, creating a soothing and entrancing sound. Enemy creatures within 30 feet make a will save, or become dazzled, or confused on a crit failure.
I need one of these of my own.
So, Prettyfoot, Zoe, Crackerjack.
Does Crackerjack still have to do it?
Actually, it is your Eidolon, so it's just you.
Well, I mean, like, Crackerjack's already.
Yeah. So
26, 31, and 37.
that is a crit success. Zoe is immune to this effect now.
That's unfortunate.
And that's Hummer's turn. Prettyfoot.
Prettyfoot is gonna twirl around and try and attack the thing that just stuck its hand in his butt.
Wait a minute. You're supposed to hit me, not my ghost. I shot you in the ear.
I didn't agree to go to the vet. The 23. I don't know if that hits.
That does not hit.
Right.
Zoe, you get
Right
a
then.
story point.
What about
That hits.
29?
Oh, 29? Yeah, that hits.
29 hits. Pounce
So
the
that's going
ghost.
to be 23 damage to the ghost, and the ghost has to make no.
No, that's actually a crit. That's actually a crit.
Crit?
It's
Yep,
a crit.
that's a crit.
Oh crap. Oh crap.
Damage again. Or should I re-roll with
Yeah,
the-
I'll collect damage again. There it goes.
Okay. Okay.
The thing has that ability. Does it automate its special ability, Seth? The resistances it has, or is that, or do I have to keep track of that manually?
That applies automatically, or at least it should.
Okay.
And a 31 against your fortitude DC.
Oh yeah, that might be that actually might be a crit.
Wraithlin is chomped.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Your target is restrained until the end of your next turn unless you move or your target escapes, which is... Oh, restrained. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll apply that.
And those are the 3 actions.
Okay. Zoe.
Okay. Zoe is going to remember to okay, sorry, I need my
So with this turn in the battle, the crowd is cheering.
What are they cheering for?
They're cheering for Zoe.
Unfortunate. After my awesome display of shooting a cat in the face. All right, I see.
Yeah, actually that got a lot of boos.
What do you mean? This is a legally sanctioned fight. How is that a boo?
Because you shot a cat. How dare you?
Okay.
Yeah, but they have a ghost. Okay, God, sorry.
Yeah, the Wraithlin doing what it did, that got a lot of boos too.
Come on, this is a Mystimon fight. We all know all the boos are just Wraithlin cheering for you.
Okay, but still gets a story point too.
Thank you.
And Rat, just for being a good sport, you get a story point as well.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so question. Wraithlin, can I target Wraithlin and Rat with electric arc?
It should be stated on there the range.
It just says it says range 30 feet, targets 1 or 2 creatures, and arc
Yes.
of lightning leaps
Yes.
from one target to another.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
no
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, if I'm in 30
just-
range between, so it should arc towards me.
Yeah.
using herself as the conduit. And an arc of lightning leaps between
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Raven's grappled.
Sorry, Rat and Wraithlin.
I'm so sad. Bat is grappled. Get her done something cool.
It says
Or
save
she.
DC 30
Okay, so-
basic reflex. So both of you have to make reflex saves.
Yep. Just click that. Just click that save there.
Oh, please.
Okay.
32
you
for
take no
Rat.
damage.
And for Wraithlin,
Oh, we got this in the bag.
23.
Oh, we don't got this in the bag.
Wraithlin gets hit.
Bat, no.
12
Wraithlin
damage.
gets hit with
Electricity
7
damage.
electricity damage.
If anything, like this is why we don't say we have it in the bag. You will always jinx it to go out of the bag and into the basket.
You're not wrong.
Nope.
We were acting together, so Cracker Jack also takes a bite.
And also, that is a basic reflex save, so Rat, you still take damage, but it is
Oh, how much?
halved.
What was the spell save?
DC 30.
Oh, okay. So I take half of that.
Yep.
Okay.
Even though, and would you mind explaining what a basic reflex is?
A basic reflex save or a basic save of any kind is basically it's a if you fail, you take half damage. If you critical fail, if you critical succeed, you take no damage at all. If you succeed, you take half damage. If you fail, you take normal damage, and if you critical fail, you take double damage.
Oh wait, that doesn't work because I have evasion.
Yeah, Rat has.
Yeah, I
evasion.
don't have
Rat
evasion.
always gets a critical success on it.
Okay.
Even if I succeed. Yep.
Okay.
Never mind.
Reverse it.
Take that damage back.
Thank you. Okay, I reverse it.
There you go.
And
thank you.
you're still gonna have a cat attempt to bite you.
Ouch.
Me or Bat?
Rat. I keep trying to call you Alex because I keep hovering my mouse over.
You can call me that if you want. I don't mean right, but yeah, that
Yeah, I don't know
believe-
what the heck is going on with that.
Yeah, that is like I don't even know what to call a double crit. That's like 3 times over my armor class.
Oof.
What?
Vital on weapon specialization.
That is a crit. That is a crit.
Yeah, that's like 20 above. Oh, almost 20. Never mind. It's missing 5 more.
That was almost a 20 on the die. That's a 19 on the die.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's a crit.
And we have.
It's like if it wasn't that 20, not only would it have been a crit because of the 20, it would also be a crit by being 20 over AC. It would be a negative triple crit.
Yeah, exactly.
So Crackerjack is biting him, or is Crackerjack clawing at him?
Crackerjack is. I think I said primary, which I believe it's whatever my primary is. I haven't named it properly, apparently.
Okay. So it's a
1d6 deadly D8 finesse, which I think might be the claws.
Okay.
Hold on, sorry. There's something else, and I'm trying.
Crackerjack
to find the
pounces on Rat and starts gnawing at him.
2 per weapon damage die.
you giant furball! I am not your chew toy!
Plus 2.
And the crowd cheers.
I got a plan.
Do you now?
I have a plan.
Get this properly. Okay. Cool. Add. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That is 30
Wait,
damage
was
to
that-
Rat.
Yeah, well, did you add in their critical?
Yeah,
You
that
rolled
was.
critical?
That was.
Oh, okay. Okay, because
okay.
I was gonna say that would be 60 if if that
had
was
to
like
be
the basic.
it was the two times
Okay.
plus 7 plus 1d8. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I think that's technically fire damage.
yeah, Rat, you're kind of bleeding, and you're singed too. In fact, you're on fire. Your little cape is on fire.
Oh no, my poncho.
Oh, it was so stylish.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that's our turn.
Okay.
Chorus.
Poor is still
feel like-
not here.
I feel like saying, "Oh no, my poncho" is just too long. Just say "poncho." No!
So,
Hmm.
Ada, where would Ada be right now?
Also depends on where she was. Is I don't think I was actually here for the last session, I think.
Are you in the stands watching the fight?
I mean, Ida is Rat's partner, so he would probably drag her along on the leash if that would help anything.
Yeah,
If they had a
yes,
step.
anything like yes, I think would more than likely be in the stands just watching over the fight. Because
Yeah.
if there's one thing they'll actually keep on spot, it's some damn good entertainment.
Yep. And I'm Ada. You hear someone calling down as calling out, "Peanuts! Gotta get your peanuts!" And you look over, and it's a Vicaran coming down the steps. And Ira gets a bag. Koi gets a bag. Do you want a bag? You want some peanuts?
No.
Sure thing. Besides, gotta have something to do with entertainment.
Or does Cauldron want some peanuts?
Coldro looks at the bag in which his finger is the size of, and shakes his head. It would truly be too much trouble trying to eat.
Okay.
It
So,
would be a light snack.
yep.
I mean, our peanuts are always a light snack, unless you eat too many.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know. I always eat the full bag, but that's just me.
Yep. So, back to Bat the Wraithlin. What are you going to do?
The bat's gonna try to escape.
Bat is going to
Bat
try to
will-
escape. Doing an acrobatics check?
There's
Wiggle
an
your way out?
escape- Yeah, there's an escape chance in the basic macro, so let's see how this goes. That
That fails.
Yeah.
Probably.
yeah, horrendously.
You want to try again?
yeah, this is at a -5.
Wraithlin
Yeah.
spends its turn wiggling.
They can't.
And it's
can't do
a 1
anything.
on the die. So first you
can't do
you got
anything.
first you got 19, and now it's a 1 on the die for 10. Rachel
now-
is completely stuck.
Yeah, it's restrained now. I have to do something.
Yep. You can't do anything. Critical
Nah.
failure, you don't go free, and you can't attempt to escape again until your next turn.
Yep. Okay, it is Bat's time to shine. I mean, Rat's time to shine, not Bats.
Yep.
I'm confusing myself with my own characters.
Rat.
So I'm gonna
One that rhymes with Pat.
So what Red is gonna do? He's gonna be like, well, I don't normally like to do this, but he's gonna go into his he has like these essential like ammo pouches, like essentially like fanny pack, but he keeps ammo, and he takes one out and he takes out this mask and he puts it on.
The Mask of
will
the
use-
Bounty. This
I will
ice
use-
blue. This ice blue half mask is adorned with a wicked silver grin that covers the wearer's mouth, leaving the rest of the face uncovered. You gain a +2 item bonus to intimidation checks.
And I will use 2 of my actions to activate its effect, which means I will emit a soul-chilling scream that deals 6d10 void damage to each living creatures and a 20-foot emanation that would include myself, but it will also heal Bat.
What level is that? What level is that item?
It is 9.
Damn.
Yeah, it's available on the thing that I looked up. So I will have to roll a basic fortitude, and so does Hummer.
How did you get an artifact?
Because
Because that is an artifact.
I thought you gave me the okay. I showed you all the items.
That is an artifact.
Oh crap! Okay, well in that case, if I can't use this-
just tell me. Just tell me. How did you get it?
Yeah, come up with a good story. Come up with a good story.
found it.
Who'd you kill
Not a
for
good
it?
story.
Who'd you kill for it?
Oh,
What ghost
Let's
did
just-
you hunt for it? Go.
oh, you know what? That actually is perfect. Let's just say that this is probably something that Rat is trying to cure of its curse. It's like a cursed item, I'm assuming. There's a
Ooh.
ghost
yeah.
inside of it.
Yep.
Sounds
It
like it.
is cursed. It is cursed. And
So each time that's why he does not like to use this thing. He keeps it around to try to cure the band, to essentially
But
get
using
rid
it-
of the
but
curse.
Using it
inside.
always makes
Yep.
the ghost that's in it stronger.
Essentially, yeah.
So I will
You're
come up
using it
with
in
an
a
effect.
game.
I will come up with an
Mhm.
effect of this curse. Go ahead and use it. This is a DC
Emanation is
25
just everybody.
basic fortitude
Yeah.
save.
Yeah, it damages all living creatures except
Wait,
yeah,
that was-
everybody.
Hold on, sorry everybody.
Yeah.
I know how to
it's a
roll
20
dice. Oh my god.
Oh.
my god.
I'm yeah. You know what? This is normal. This is normal for me. I probably should have gone for the sugar brand, not gonna lie. I just wanted to use some of the items I've had in my character sheet.
Ouch. So, Rat, here's what happens.
Poor Cracker.
Here is what happens, Rat.
Mhm.
Suddenly this
Oh, wait, it's
ghostly face appears right in you, right in your face, literally right in your face, and you get scared out of your wits. Make me a stress save,
Okay.
but you
Wow.
automatically get frightened 1.
Okay.
And you have 1 stress.
Oh,
This
okay.
thing scared you out of your wits.
Don't remind me of my failures there, buddy. I know I failed once, but I'm not gonna fail again.
What did Hummer get on there?
Yeah, Hummer's supposed to.
Save?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hummer needs to make a save, unfortunately. Hummer fails. Okay.
Okay. So I think only Crackerjack gets hit.
You get hit. Crackerjack gets hit. Hummer gets hit.
Yeah.
Prettyfoot is fine. Zoe is fine. Crackerjack gets hit.
And Bad heals by this much as well.
Oh god.
Not a lot of damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
I will double that to myself.
Yep. That is 38 damage or 76 damage to those who fail, aka rat.
Now you know why he does not like to use this thing.
Besides the fact you just got the wits scared out of you.
Yeah.
Wait, 36 damage to who?
38 damage to anyone who failed. So
okay.
effectively you, Zoe, because Crackerjack failed.
I took the damage for Crackerjack.
Raythan heals by 30.
And Hummer got hit with it too.
Oh no!
Hummer goes down. Hummer is KO'd.
Oh
no! Don't worry.
KO.
Koi is so mad.
Don't worry. Guess who gets healed by 38 though?
Ignore that part. It didn't die. It is still alive. It's KO'd.
It just gets knocked out. Yeah. How much does Bat get healed for?
Bat gets healed.
It should be at the 76. Oh no! Wait. It's at 73. That's where it should be up right now. Okay. Bat is healed for 73 damage. This little dude might be the savior that I need. Anyways, that's my turn.
Yeah, and Hummer is KO'd, and Koi is so mad at you.
Prettyfoot.
You hear Koi screaming at Rat from the stands. She is pissed.
Ruh-roh.
Did Koi know what this tournament was about?
Yeah, I would have told her that this is a battle. That's why I was so confused why she let me borrow the stuff.
She thought you would take care of them.
Yeah.
She doesn't think you took very good care of them.
I would have if I didn't.
This one's on Rat, but the fire Rat could do nothing about.
Oh no! Well, it's just the luck of the die.
Prettyfoot is going to bite down on on Bat using Pierce Armor.
Yeah, Koi is cheering for Zoe now. She wants Rat to lose.
Alrighty, gonna bite again. Because you're technically still Grat. 26.
That
Oh no, sorry. Because it doesn't do it. It's not a 26. It's a 21. So it.
Oh wait, both of those hit. I
Oh.
looked at the yeah. I looked at I forgot off guard was applied.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those
Okay.
both there. Yeah, you can roll both.
All right. So 22, 21 would also hit. Or no, just 22.
Yes, 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the things sneak into Rat.
Okay, so
In Rat or Bat.
this is Bat.
Okay.
So 13 plus 2d6 bleed damage. If Wraithlin can take bleed damage.
So
because I'm assuming Wraithlin is not wearing armor.
So Wraithlin gets a bite shoot out of him.
And the second attack's damage is just a bite, and that's going to be 20.
Another bite. That is going to miss. That's going to miss.
No, this is the damage for the second bite.
Okay,
the second
okay.
bite was a 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
oh, I completely forgot map doesn't hit. It's Bat's armor class is 22 when it's off guard. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Then
I'm so used to it being automated. I apologize heavily.
Yeah, no.
It automated.
Yeah.
It automated.
It's just it didn't for me. It's not doing like 8 plus 18 is 26, and it's not subtracting the second attack penalty or whatever.
Because on the second things it says 26.
Yeah.
On the
and
first
it should
things
be
it
21.
says yeah, on the first things it's 22. So I'm just like confused. Yeah, because it doesn't apply.
So
is
AC is
Wraithlin's
22.
AC 22 right now? Okay.
It's 22, yes, because of off guard.
Okay. Alrighty. So the second one doesn't hit, so you know what? He's gonna grab him again, which is not going to hit.
Nope, that doesn't work.
That wouldn't be what it is, but it wouldn't hit. It would be like 15 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty good turn. After doing that and then just shaking Wraithlin like a chew toy and spitting him out. Zoe, because it's Zoe's turn now, right?
Yep.
After Prettyfoot. Zoe is going to one action to step down off of to dismount off of Prettyfoot. And going to just hold out a hand to Rat, giving you the opportunity to forfeit. and we'll say you've done a fantastic job. You have a real future in this biz.
Oh, I understand. I got a real fortune. And he slaps her hand away. But I'll play till the end.
Alrighty. I'm going to
just make sure you don't mess with that pea shooter of yours. Like he's like fully like bleeding, like he is full of scratches, like he is on his last legs.
I'm going to.
So
this is.
You hear the announcer call out over the megaphone. So Rat is down by 2 Mystimon, and Rat is looking like he's on his last legs. If he goes down, he loses. If the teamer goes down, you lose.
I'm just glad that you left my buddy Bat alone. Thanks for doing me that favor, Zoe.
So, Zoe, what are you going to do?
I am going, because that was one Action. Remind me, Bastille, because I can't see them right now. Actually, it doesn't matter. I have one. Wait. I'm sorry. Using the same. I've been using Act Together entirely wrong.
Oh.
I've been letting it use up all of my actions. Like, I've been letting it divide my actions instead of just using like a 1 and a 1. Or
Oh
something,
yeah,
like 1 and
it's
2.
just a way to allow you both to. It's basically just their way of saying you can both act on the same turn.
Yeah.
So you
and
still
I've
have your
completely
3
forgotten-
actions.
I have like a bunch of extra actions that I haven't been using.
Okay.
So yeah,
so
like
I'm
you can use.
She's actively been holding herself back.
Basically,
Yeah.
You've been holding back.
And now it's time for the freaking Geo reveal scene again.
Unfortunate.
the main reason it absorbs like all your actions is if when you act together, like you cast a spell that costs 2 or 3 actions.
Mantle of
like
the
if you cast
Magma
one that
Heart.
costs 3 actions, then your Mystimon can only make 1 attack at the same time. But if you're casting a spell that's only 1 action or 2 actions, then your Mystimon can get another attack in.
You
That's how
surround
Pass the Leon
yourself. You
works.
surround yourself in a mantle of blazing fire magic in your skin, and anything you're wearing morphs into burning hot lava.
Well,
the
this seems
air
a bit
around
extreme.
you swelters with heat, and tiny sparks of flame dance behind you as you pass. Upon casting this spell, you pick 2 of the options below. As a single action, which has the concentrate trait, you can change one of your chosen abilities to a different option from the list. Which 2 are you going to choose? I'm not going to go through and read all of those. Which 2 are you going to choose?
No. Okay. Becomes lava.
Yeah. So basically, Zoe just like erupts in flame. I'm going to use Fiery Grasp and Heart of Fire. And this is honestly mostly just, I think, this is mostly just like to be pretty for this round, because I would need to take another action, and I don't have another action because I got off of Prettyfoot, so I didn't light Prettyfoot on fire. But Crackerjack is going to bite you, or try to.
It would be so funny if you miss.
26.
It hits by 1. Yep. It's by 1. Or 2, technically.
9 damage.
Just nope. Still hanging on.
Still hanging on. Alrighty.
Still hanging on.
That's our turn.
Yep. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Guess what? Cora is back.
I forgot they existed.
Cora returns from the time vortex.
The Jagunda has reappeared as it just it kind of just zips into back into reality. What is Cora going to do?
I saw everything.
Does Cora have her whole turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Well, I'm like, does she pops back at the beginning of her turn and not the end of her turn. Okay.
She pops it at the beginning.
Well, she's going to spend a free action to have an existential crisis.
I saw it all. I know Xulgoth's plan. If only any of you could understand me.
That's exactly what she's saying as she hisses and slithers her way over here to where the person. Actually, no. She wasn't sent back because of Rat. She was sent into the time vortex because of the Wraithland. So she's going to attack.
Because of that. Oh no. Dude, I have a feeling bad and Cora are gonna have the hugest rivalry ever.
34.
That's a crit.
That's a crit.
Is it?
That's a
It's
crit.
like now I'm just
22.
imagining that. And now I'm just imagining that it comes back from the time vortex, starts speaking like the equivalent of Spanish. Then someone in the audience is like, "Does anyone know what I'm saying? I don't speak Taco Bell."
The Raistlin just
and
took
is-
a huge. Aura takes a huge bite out of Raistlin and basically bites off its head. And then the Raistlin's head reappears. It's
and then coils around Wraithlin. I'm assuming a natural 20 for a 33.
yeah,
is
that's a critical
on
success.
the grapple.
Yeah,
that's a
it is
success.
restrained.
It's grappled twice.
It is restrained.
Yeah.
All right, and then those are the 2 actions. Move,
Yeah.
move, bite, grab.
Yeah. It's Wraithlin's turn. Wraithlin's not looking too good.
Yeah.
In fact, you kind of see the ref kind of start to go whether or not he's going to. He's kind of decide whether or not he's going to call it, because if your last Mystimon goes down, you lose too.
Bat isn't out yet.
Bat
27
wriggles out.
escapes.
Bat
Yeah.
wriggles out.
All right, Bat. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to slap Prettyfoot in the butt. I
That
don't
is-
think that works.
I believe that's no, it doesn't, because it's only 24, or it's 24.
Ah.
Yeah, just misses.
All
by one.
right.
Yep.
And also,
All right, Bat.
Prettyfoot's facing Wraithlin, the facing Bat right now.
Yeah, all right. Last map, -10. Let's see what happens. No.
Nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, you try to do the spectral hand. The bat tries to do the spectral hand again, and Prettyfoot just dodges handily. Rat, it is your turn. You are not looking too good. You are looking awful.
Using like the very last of his strength, he puts a bunch of like junk into his dog slicer, explosive dog slicer. He reloads it, so that's one action. He is once again gonna do this beautiful move.
Trigger band
It is
salvo. You
He is
slice,
gonna
stab,
aim-
or batter your opponent with the melee portion of your combination weapon, okay?
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna stab Zoe through
Uh-huh.
her.
You are?
Yeah, he's gonna try to
Okay.
stab Zoe.
Go
Let's
for
see
it.
how this works.
Which 2 effects from
That-
Mantle?
Actually, that actually misses.
Unfortunate. Wait a minute, I have a story point. I forgot
Go
I
for
had
it.
these.
Go for it.
Okay.
Listen, I have not used any of these in a while. How do I re-roll? Stop popping up.
Right click and re-roll
Yeah,
the
it's not
story
popping
point.
up.
Okay.
It's not popping up. I have to reload. Give me a second.
There.
Ooh. Yes, that is a critical. But
You story
take
point it,
9 points of fire damage.
and
Yeah,
Rat
as
goes
you stab me.
down. Go ahead
So
and roll. Go ahead and roll the critical, but Rat goes down. And
So
that
what
is
I-
it.
To knock him out at the same time.
So what I imagine what happens is
Yeah.
he goes in and stabs her, and then he's just like, guess what? And then just hurts by the. I'm guessing like the magma just
Yeah.
spurts out fire.
Yep.
It's my body temperature becomes so hot that any creature that touches you or hits you with a melee or unarmed attack or non-reach melee weapon attack takes 2d6 fire damage. So I imagine you stab into me and I just kind of look at you and shake my head as the metal of your gun blade just turns boiling hot in your hands and knocks you out.
And when he
No,
goes,
wait a minute.
Yep.
No, it just like the heat of your body causes the chamber to fire while still in
Oh
the
my
chamber.
god.
oh my goodness, please.
So
That would be
I love
so
that
cool.
is the end of that battle.
Now, that is
Zoe
the definition
is
of a
the
misfire.
victor. Zoe
Yeah,
is the victor.
And when Rat stabs her, and then he goes, and then as he gets hit by the fire, or he feels heatness of the fire, as he like goes down, there's like a toothy grin. He looks at her with a toothy grin as he just falls down.
As you do this, as like, you know, the crowd's going wild or whatever, I do want to treat wounds on
Go for it. Do it.
on
Yes.
uh
Yes.
So it's a nature check for me because I have natural
Blarg.
medicine.
So, Zoe, you get a story point for sportsmanship.
Yeah, 33 on my treat wounds.
Good luck, binary. This was rough for me, buddy. And I cobbled up like the worst team ever. It's just you, my guy. Good
Is
luck.
that
Like,
a,
man-
Seth, is that a success or a critical success?
That is I'm going to say it's a critical success.
Okay. So I like help you up, lift you up, you get 19 points of healing.
Oh, geez, I don't know if anyone's gonna get this joke, but Man's playing an OU while she's playing an U-Balls.
I'll get that.
I brought in Tyranitar. She came in with Mega Rayquaza. I mean, Primal Rayquaza.
So, that's
And
the
I'm-
end of the fight.
Holding up
If
your
we-
hands to the crowd and saying to you, got a real gift for this.
Just maybe try to go get your own Mystimon and
Puts his,
stop getting
his hat
Quoys
on.
knocked out.
and then he says to Azori, "Well, I guess I found out what my second career would be. If I'm ever out of a job, and I don't want to hunt ghosts anymore. Mind if I keep your contact information?"
Not at all. This was I don't but blah. This was such an absolute pleasure. You have no idea. I've had a
made
great
me-
time. I had a great time in the ring today.
You made me use all the tricks I had in my bag, and it still wasn't enough. You're
You gotta
mighty
tell me how
fine.
you got that mask that one time. That was terrifying.
That's not a story that I like to get in. I would have to drink at least an entire barrel full to explain the story behind that.
And you'll have it. You'll absolutely have it. Trust me, after this, everybody's gonna be buying you drinks.
It seems like I was the villain. And then he looks around at all the booze at him. He
Everyone
chuckles.
except Koi. Koi is really upset with you.
But I guess if anybody was fit to be the villain, I'm glad it was me and not you.
So Koi goes to see to Fuzzy and Hummer, and Ira comes over to you. Ira comes over to you, Rat, and says, "You might want to stay away from her for a while."
I might have to do that. I mighty apologize. I did not realize that my opponent would be that strong. It was unfortunate that I drew the strong, I guess, my opinion, the strongest person in the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, my suggestion: stay away from Koi for a while.
Yeah. If you do Tip's hat, can you tell her I apologize heavily. I did not intend to have her Mystimon be harmed that majorly. It's just that I thought I had enough experience in battles to see if I could handle or to take care of them. Turns out Zoe's are just way more experience than I could ever thought.
I'll try to smooth things over with her, but don't hold your breath.
I won't.
No, really, don't hold your breath. You look like shit.
Trust me, I think the world would be a better place without a ruffian like me. And he walks off.
So, after that battle, while walking around the championship games, you actually hear of... Actually, Ada, you heard some whispers about this during the fight. You heard some whispers about many people are having these many people last night had these strange waking nightmares, and they claim to have seen a shadow person with a hat. A tall shadow person with a hat. And whatever this was...
I feel like voodoo or something. It's like I was mostly just saying that as a joke of just, do they specialize in voodoo or something?
So, what people are describing is being awake but unable to move, completely paralyzed, while they are seeing in the room with them a tall shadow person with what they describe as a top hat. They cannot make out any features whatsoever other than the hat. And this only just started happening last night. Most people, it seems like, were afraid to even mention it or thought it was only a hallucination. However, when one or two people brought it up, more and more people started experiencing the same thing. And you all hear the same thing as you're walking around and everything. But Zoe, what has your concern the most, and especially Soma, because Soma was... Soma was, I believe, tracking this. The three Goblins who were supposed to be participating in the games never showed up for their matches.
No!
Now they are declared as missing. And now, Mr. Asshole, Lady Fiore's opponent in the election, instead of admitting he may have been wrong about Goblins, he's ramped up his attacks on them instead.
I'm gonna...
And he's spreading an incessant lie about Goblins. I'm not going to quote what it is. But it's a really incessant lie. And now hate attacks on Goblins are reaching a fever pitch.
Oh, great.
Oh, God.
So it creates a new sense of urgency to find the missing Goblins.
Yeah,
especially for you, Zoe.
Yeah, Brad was the one that was looking around for Goblins, and I guess essentially started that case.
Yeah. And Soma, I think you're probably very concerned because you were trying to find them, weren't you?
It was Zoe and Rat who were trying to find them.
Okay.
Yeah, Zoe and Rat, not Soma.
Okay, so Zoe is very concerned. Well. Zoe is probably very, very concerned.
Would Brad have heard these whispers when he's like walking around after his match, or would he be too tired?
The whispers about the shadow person?
No, the Goblin attacks.
Oh, that's not whispers. That's
just something that's going on.
that is simple. That is like,
It's news.
it is very clearly news, and actually, you become the source of some of the. You become a victim of some of the hate attacks too, especially after what you did to Prettyfoot.
Even though
Okay.
we're walking around together and clearly, like, chummy.
we lost Twilight.
Oh no, Twilight! Twilight! Come back! I mean, they don't. They. Hello.
Are you there, Twilight?
It's like I immediately just zoned out for a bit because I thought that is I didn't entirely know what to exactly cash in.
So, Ada, you're hearing these whispers about these shadow people incidents, and Rat, you're actually becoming quite a bit of a victim yourself of these hate attacks. People are yelling slurs at you. I'm not even going to repeat them, but
I'm assuming the people that would be nearby him would be Ida, since like he always has her on the leash, and I'm assuming whoever else would be sticking around with the Goblorin. So I guess binary or L, you guys can say if your character was to hang out with my character.
I mean, if Bastille is around, he will just stare at them for an intimidation check to see if they'll stop.
I'm asking you guys. So, like, would your characters hang out with the cowboy Goblorin?
I mean, I'm assuming we have stuff to do, so yes.
Bastille truly goes where he is asked, but I'm not sure if Bastille or Coldra have matches of their own today.
So, Crystal takes you aside, Rat, and says, "I suggest that you find someplace to lay low."
And what would that be?
If all of this is happening like right after the match, kind of in the cleanup, Zoe is heading off with all of the critters to go basically back to whatever the Mystimon version of the championship village is, and will invite you to come with and help her, administer healing and just do veterinarian stuff.
Heading to the Mystimon Center.
Yep.
Although it's not called that.
Zoe is Nurse Joy. Zoe is if Nurse Joy was actually Steve Irwin.
Now, where are the 30 other Zoes?
Well, Zoe, I do have.
Obviously.
He's gonna. Rat is gonna do something. He's gonna hand Ida's leash towards Zoe and be like, "I think I'm gonna stick on my own. There's a lot. This city is pretty huge. There's a lot to explore around here, isn't there?" He smiles, but no toothy. He just smiles, and then he's gonna do.
So Ada can go on her own.
Ada can do whatever she wants.
He gave the leash to Zoe, and then he's.
And as soon as Rat looks away, Zoe hands Ada her own leash.
Unless you want to come along with me, Ada.
Should have had one of your Mystimon entries just be Ada, honestly. Missed opportunity.
Just wild magic.
Yeah, but Rat sees that, he's going to be like, well, I guess she's my responsibility. He chuckles. Well, that's the case. He's going to Rat is going to hand Zoe his hat and be like, well, I want you to do me a favor with that hat. I want you to see if you can turn that in for some type of reward. Say you got the Goblorin say something, but say some bull crap story about like how you met him and you beat him up. You told him never to come around these parts ever again,
So
and say I got his hat.
So here's what happened. Mr. Asshole, instead of thanking you for saving his life, which he absolutely should, he's put out a bounty on your head.
I figured. And yeah, and Zoe's gonna be like,
A
and the rat's gonna
bounty
give
for
her
what?
being a goblin.
Well, I know, but like,
Basically.
what? You can't put that as the reason on the bounty. So what's the reason on the bounty?
We
For
have to
Mr.
figure
Asshole,
that out.
he can.
Yeah, he just can't.
So
And then Brad's
his
gonna be like,
followers are after Rat.
It's like, if
Yeah.
anything, it's just a plain old U.S. politician.
Yeah. And so
Okay,
I was
Brad's gonna be
but
very-
a plain old
Try
U.S.
not to say
politician
it.
will still have a like certain amount of pushback if he's literally on live TV says, "I will give you $50 for offing their catching this person."
Basically.
When they've done nothing
Basically.
wrong. Like,
Entirely.
that's still gonna break some laws.
Wait, I was about to say,
Here's
this
the
is
law.
this is probably going too
Not
far
yet!
of a punch too far, but isn't that pretty much what Neptune's spiel was?
So, as Crystal's trying to shield Rat from all the hate attacks that he's getting, she whispers, "This seems suspiciously like the kind of thing Xulgoth would stoke."
Well, whatever the case is, if that man has a problem with me, then so be it. And at least one of my buddies will get to have a decent amount of money by them. And plus, I guess consider me temporarily off the cases. This is my resignation.
Right.
Don't want to.
Crystal says, "Your resignation is not accepted."
I'm not going to do this
Deal.
unless this is part of some plan that you have.
We'll deal with the political fallout of this BS.
That's the case. He's gonna pull his gun out on her.
Rat, what are you trying to do here?
If people say I'm a beast, why not act like it?
But come
And
on.
he's gonna fire his gun into the sky. Bang!
Because I don't think that's going to help things out.
We will deal with the political fallout.
Are you sure about that? I'm a huge target right now.
I am perfectly sure.
You guys are the only friends I got. I would hate to see you guys get torn down because of little old me.
Look, there's plenty of people who, after seeing what you did today in the ring out there, there's plenty of my friends who are going to be able to keep you safe and willing, more than willing. Well, I was not kidding when I said that I think you've got a future in this field, if that's what you want, and if it's not what you want, you still showed yourself very well out there. And us gladiators, we stick together. So come with me. Come with me back to the championship village, and we'll figure something out with all my folks.
He's gonna look to Ida.
What's his name aside?
Yeah.
Who's the
Mr.
guy
House.
who said something? No, the guy who said something that Balbul? No. Hold on. The person we met in the crap, what was his name? Oh, it's in a different book. The orc who was rude to me.
The Vrock who is
Vlorsting.
rude to you?
Vlorsting. The Vrock who
yeah.
is rude to me. Vlorsting. I mean, besides Vlorsting, but he's an asshole. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And besides, they're all going to be really worried about Shokai and Gorst and Henrietta.
Crystal Crystal says
I
Crystal says I know Xulgoth would say all Vrocks are assholes, but that's beside the point.
yeah, just like that.
I do want to figure out what happened to the other mechanic around this town. It just, I don't know. It just don't feel right to involve a bunch of you guys in my personal affairs.
This isn't your personal affair. Not if it has something to do with the city. And people messing with the city.
Rat's gonna look at Ito. So, Ito, what do you want to do? Do you want to go off on your own? Or do you want to come with me and Zoe, I guess?
If anything, considering how things have, I guess, folded out in the end, I'm coming with.
Always. I didn't realize you thought of me as a close friend like that, Ida. He chuckles and taps her shins, I guess. Since he's that short.
Well, of course, we'll play allies when it comes to all of this. If we didn't sit next to each other, what kind of friends would we be?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
I just hope I don't.
Zoe gets the feeling that Crystal is implying that Xulgoth has a grudge against Vrox in particular.
Huh. Then why would he set up something against Goblorans?
Crystal says because Xulgoth is racist in general.
Oh, I meant that out of character, but not in character. Oh. Well then. I think I understand why everybody hates him. I thought he was kind of a silly little guy at first. A little crazy, but just a silly little guy. Didn't realize he was evil silly.
He's also a psychopath, narcissist, and he's a serial killer.
I can relate on him too about one of those things, but I see.
Which
Only one?
Maybe we become better friends. I'll let you know. By the way, legally that was a joke.
So, Rat follows Zoe, and Ada. Is Ada going?
Yep.
Ada's going, and what about Bastille and Cauldra?
Do they have matches today?
Do they? It seems you're not up until tomorrow.
I mean, if the group's left, then they'll have left too, then.
Okay.
I don't got any reason to stick around here.
So, Soma, real quick, Ira approaches you and takes you aside and asks, and she says, could you help find Kuoi's parents? I feel sad for her. She has no memory of her parents at all. And I want to help bring her some closure at least. Maybe you can use your magic or something to find them?
Do you know the do you know what their names are?
No. She has no memory of their names or their faces.
Well, I can I can How long ago did Kauai lose her parents?
I think she's like 20 or 21 right now. I think she lost them when she was 5 or 6.
There's not much I can do if I don't know at least their names. I can try and figure out their names, but it's so long ago, and I if I knew their names, I could attempt to find them, but
Maybe
I can try. I can try though.
maybe a little bit of her hair or something will help.
If you have something like that,
I can get it. So she promises to return to you when she gets something like a little bit of her hair. So everyone has headed to the championship village.
Even Soma?
Even Soa?
sure, unless Coldra and Bastille are doing something else.
They don't really have anything to do.
Okay.
Then I guess we're all going to the championship village.
Oh, boys, gang.
But Soa, you see Ira kind of head off back in the direction of the Wilted Tree Tavern.
I see who?
Ira?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well,
And Koi is tagging along with you, Soma.
a question. DM,
Yeah.
was Crystal or Kyrene willing to lend Mystimon to Bastille? Because otherwise I have a very funny idea for how he might get other Mystimon.
Well, to be honest, Crystal says especially after seeing that fight, she would trust you with her Gigazard more than she would trust Rat.
Alright. Dude. Mine's gonna be cooler. It's gonna have a bow tie. And a cowboy hat.
I already have one, so I'm just in need of 2 more.
So you could get Crystal to lend you her
He'll take a
Gigazard.
Gigazard. He has no complaints there.
I will let you borrow Bat.
But Kyrene only has Kyrene is a scion, so she can't actually imprint, but she has a Nyoko that hangs around with her.
Well, I don't think we want the Nyoko going into battle. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, Nyoko is the evoed form of Neko. It's basically a house cat with angelic wings.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we need the Nyoko going to combat. Not unless we're going for the like, don't hit me, I'm adorable. Like,
I mean,
roll.
Little Cup does exist. So you know.
And also, while that would be appreciated, I don't think Bat can be part of 2 teams in the tournament. I could be wrong.
I mean, I lost.
Yeah, well, you lost, but that doesn't change that you were in the tournament.
So, heading into Nyoko doesn't Evo, as far as anyone knows right now.
Well, yet.
With how Elle has a tendency of giving me ideas, yet.
I'm just saying, a cat that can fly and has opposable thumbs, nothing could stop them.
Absolutely.
A menace.
So as you head into the championship village, you find this village has like rotund huts with these teepee like roofs. And these teepee-like roofs are made out of like straw. So it's literally like a village. But as you enter one of the huts is set up specifically for Zoe. Because Zoe is a union leader. And so
And
Zoe
a veterinarian.
gets... And so Zoe gets all the amenities. And inside of your hut, as you come into this hut, you're like stunned because you're looking on the outside. You're like, what the hell? That seems awfully small. It kind of looks like it's only about 30 foot wide, but as you come in, it's like this huge mansion in here.
Oh, it's
that is set up like a hospital, but on the other side, on the right hand side, it's set up with like lounge chairs and and everything you would need here, and even a kitchen.
I think I kind of gesture to the kitchen and say, if anybody wants sandwiches or anything, there's fixins in the cold box. And then I'm like herding all of the injured animals into the hospital area. All right, everybody. All right. No. Keep your wings to yourselves. Wings and claws to yourselves. I saw that pretty foot. Don't give me that look.
By the way, would Red have been fully healed by now? Would he had a chance to like catch a breather, or would this like be like directly after the fight?
This is pretty much directly after the fight.
Okay, so Red is just gonna, I guess, like go to the kitchen and then just plop down on the ground.
Okay. And what does Ada do? What does Ada do?
Oh, geez. Like, if anything, I have a feeling like she's more or less just, I guess, doing the one thing that most people would do when they're all struck by this and just kind of start wandering around a bit, to just, like, try and just get a grasp on what exactly she's, like, seeing. Because on the outside, the place is barely bigger than a freaking hut. On the inside, it's like space just does not compute.
Nope. It's called magic.
It's a tall spectrum. Fucking love it.
It's called magic. It's obviously an enchantment.
Yeah, it's like, if anything, like, I just call the whole kind of idea of just something being small on the outside but big on the inside the tallest effect.
Hey, so you got any of that healing power to share? Or are you too like busy doing other things?
You might you've plopped down on the ground in the kitchen. You might want to go over to the hospital area.
I would love to, but I'm assuming that if I go to the hospital, they're going to refuse to heal me.
Why? We healed you earlier.
That's because of Zoe's healing. I don't think the hospital would heal Gobbler, considering the hate that they have right now.
From what she said, these are Zoe's associates.
Trust
yeah,
Zoe.
But isn't there a place for veterinarians?
Yeah, that's really the issue more than
I mean,
more than racism. The fact that you are a person and not a Mystimon is probably
I appreciate the comment that I fight like a beast, but I don't think your healing friends are equipped to deal with humanoid creatures.
Soma has healing.
Yeah, Soma is going to use healing well.
I was gonna say, if nothing else, there is someone who, like, that's almost their whole thing.
Yeah.
So, healing well, you call forth a well of healing that you and your allies can draw from later. The well appears as a disc of shimmering light on the ground in a square that you can touch. At any time during the duration, if you or an ally are adjacent to the well, that character can interact to tap into the well's power, recovering 4d8 hit points. When the well has been tapped 5 times, the spell ends. The well is made of insubstantial energy. So it's like a rippling energy field that kind of looks like water, but it's not water. It's insubstantial, allowing creatures to move through it and even end their turn in its space. If you use an ability that increases the amount of healing this spell grants, that increase only applies to the first time someone taps the well. So 4d8 hit points. Let's roll the healing.
Would someone have cast it like directly on Rat, or would he have to like stand up?
So I mean, Rat,
He's
you,
like
you
plopped
went
down.
into the kitchen and laid down on the floor. So
Yeah,
Soma walks
face
in
down.
after you because you just you looked awful. So Soma walks in after you and goes, "Oh, give me a moment." And then casts this right next to you and then pats you gingerly on the shoulder and says, just
touch it.
Just pull out of this. Just touch it. And just think calming thoughts. And then I'm gonna go into the cold box and start making you a sandwich. And making everybody sandwiches. And it's just by the time you look up, there's just a pile of bacon and jam sandwiches off on the side.
Okay. So we're going to roll the healing 5 times. Three, 4.
I heavily apologize for asking you to be a favor.
5.
I would, if we weren't under some huge time crunch, I wouldn't be like, I can take it, but I am severely hurt. I think if I
14,
take one good hit, I would
17, 14, and 20. So that's you get back all that hit points.
I have to add them up manually because there's no token for you to apply healing.
For what Bastille's up to, do I prioritize the character or the bit? An eternal question.
Dude, I say the
that
bit.
is entirely up to you, Bastille.
We got one vote for the bit.
I really have no idea what either.
Always the bit. Okay. So, Bastille will break away for a bit. He's just gonna find whatever secluded alley he can.
Okay.
Xulgoth, I have a question.
Oh my god. You're calling for Xulgoth.
Correct.
You hear a voice behind you. Oh. Am I your best friend now?
No, but you have seemed to enjoy entertainment, so I thought there might be some that you would like.
Oh, I love entertainment. Are you going to provide tonight's entertainment?
I do not have a match tonight. I would like to borrow a Mystimon.
Borrow a Mystimon from me?
Correct.
How are you going to try to persuade him to lend you a Mystimon?
Truly just banking on his absolute chaos factor of well, it would be the wildest thing.
Essentially the trickster mythic path from Path of the Righteous. It's funny though.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Okay. Understandable.
33. Hmm. Can I spare you any, Mystimon? That is the question. This would be rather entertaining indeed. I can lend you any Mystimon I want.
Preferably one that would be able to help me win, but whatever works.
I will lend you these two.
I just need one.
Oh, just one? Then I will lend you this one. And a small rat Mystimon appears before you. A ravish. And it's the same ravish that was chased off by Meowlock Holmes.
I gotta get one of those.
What can it do?
It can steal things. This
Can
one
it
just
bite?
stole a bagel.
This does not sound like a very useful Mystimon.
You said any Mystimon. This would be very entertaining for me.
Would it be more entertaining to lend one that is immediately out, or to lend one that potentially helps someone win a championship?
Oh, the poor ravish. You hurt its feelings.
It has recently acquired a bagel. I am sure it will live.
He's such a jerk.
No. No, the bagel was taken back by a rasky little Nako.
And my every name tag. Let's see here. Let me check something. It doesn't say it can't do such. I'll pull a bagel out of my every need pack.
New bagel.
Wrong one. I sent the wrong one. No.
Oops.
Yeah, the
Oh, if you don't want little poor ravish, that's okay. And he snaps his finger and the ravish goes back to where it came from. You know, I think a lot of people are going to have some words for you, but still.
Yeah. I did say character a bit, and everyone voted bit.
funny.
It's like I didn't even know what the bit was, so I just figured out saying.
Of course, that's you got. I can't tell you the bit.
But if I don't know the
Okay.
bit, I'm not gonna vote for it.
So he snaps his fingers, and a large bat-like creature with huge, sharp fangs appears before you. This is a creature that you would remember.
Is it the one we fought?
Yes.
Cool.
It's
This will work.
Vamprawl. It's Vamprawl.
This will work.
Vamprawl is a large bat-like creature with huge sharp fangs, often spoken of in folklore. Most believe it to be mere myth. Legends speak of it draining the blood of its victims, or their victims rising later as undead ghouls. Others speak of them only coming out of night. Yet more stories say they live in caves. But in reality, they do indeed live in caves, mostly in the deep, but can also be found in Gothica. They do not actually drink blood, but in fact drink Mystia, and their victims do not actually rise again as undead. As always, there is a grain of truth in every myth. However, these creatures have been fantasized and exaggerated perhaps more than others.
Oh, so they're just silly little guys. It just has a bad rep to them.
They're large.
Yeah, they're not little.
That's what I meant. They're silly little guys. Joking, obviously.
They're the size of Coldra.
So, and Xulgoth says, you would be interested to know, this is indeed the very same Vamprawl that you defeated before.
I did not fight a Vamprawl before.
That's Coldra.
No, this is Coldra?
No, Coldra's the one that fought the Vamprawl.
No, it was Bastille.
Because the Vamprawl attacked the city, right?
No. That was Hydra.
And that was an aspect
Oh,
of Hydra.
okay.
Of Hydra, not Hydra.
As long as he will listen, that is fine.
Oh, he might listen. He might not. It depends. Ta-ta. Have fun.
It is a requirement for me to use him. Otherwise, you do not get your entertainment.
Oh, I'm sure I will get my entertainment. Either way. Because you all always bestow upon me a endless wealth of entertainment. Especially when you fight amongst each other.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
I do not remember a time we have fought amongst each other.
Do you?
I have not once cast a spell against them.
Yet.
That is how time works.
I have a friend who might say differently, but...
It is surprising. I did not expect you to have friends.
Oh, I have plenty of friends. You might see some soon.
Even further surprise. Please note that the other Xulgoths do not count.
There are other Xulgoths? Where? I must meet these wonderful people.
How about you tell me?
I must meet these wonderful, handsome people. Where are they? Can you introduce me?
Let's go find them together.
Sure.
First, let's look at this strange arcane jail cell. Please do not mind the wards.
Oh, I think I left the stove on. Ta-ta. And he disappears.
You cook.
Why, yes, I do cook. In fact, I'm in the middle of baking my own cake.
Then just all of a sudden, just in the background, you just hear fucking away.
But still, you get a story point.
Thank you. I thought of the idea. I'm like, God, this would be so funny.
Then we just
If I just get the last Mystimon from Xulgoth.
Listen, what happens if you lose control of that? Do you have enough power to control that thing? Would you go on a rampage like, a certain lizard?
I mean, that's why you put the requirement that it's got to listen. If it's not going to, or otherwise, then he'll just either enter with 2 Mystimon or find someone else.
Words? Okay, fair enough. I mean, when I say you, I mean best to you.
Yeah, I think for all the things that Xulgoth isn't, I feel like in a case of making a deal, and I could be wrong, but in a case of making a true deal, he would hold his end of the bargain.
Fair enough, I guess. We haven't really experienced what his diplomacy is like.
Yeah.
I've only seen outside of it, looking at it. So you might have a point there.
Plus, he now knows that this is an optional chaos factor, and if he fucks it up, it won't be ever again. So, if he wants further entertainment, he sticks to the parameters.
Yeah, but I think that's the beauty of Xulgoth. You don't really know what he would find funny.
True.
Crystal warns you, with Xulgoth, there's always a trick and a treat. There's always a trick and a treat.
I could use for a tree right now. But
Crystal says, well, then you can go find Xulgoth. I'm sure he'll give you plenty of treats, along with tricks.
He is busy. He left the stove on.
was he baking the cake?
He did not answer.
Okay, I'm just gonna rest here on the ground, but
anyways, Soma, Ira comes back. She finally found this place. She found this place because she saw Bastille go into the hut. And she says, "Thank you, Bastille." And
No problem.
She runs over to Soma and hands Soma a lock of Kwoi's hair.
Thank you.
Will that help?
Be quite honest, I've never tried to do something like this before, so I will do my best, but I can't promise anything yet. And even if it might take some time.
Thank you. I thought Rat was conked out.
Fair enough.
Having this conversation and just handing Rat sandwiches. Like sandwich halves.
And Ada, what are you doing? Dare I ask?
Yeah, well, after having done a little bit of wandering, she's more than likely just going to be having a few sandwiches to pass the time by.
Okay. Is Culture going to have any sandwiches? I know, but still can't eat. So Culture is going to have some sandwiches?
He'll have his one, and then he'll wait until everyone's done. And however many are left, he will eat, because there's no way the one would actually fill him.
Of course, of course.
I think I've also
Edge.
set up the kitchen witch, like on a windowsill or something, to hang out with me while I make sandwiches.
You set up what?
The
The
Lucky
kitchen
kitchen
witch. The lucky kitchen witch. The small doll in the shape of a witch is made from sticks and clad in a simple dress and bonnet and wooden shoes. It sits astride a miniature straw broom. When hung in a kitchen, the witch brings good luck and protects a cook from malicious spirits. The lucky kitchen witch must hang in a kitchen for a week to gain any benefit.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
So what
when
do
you
you
have a lucky kitchen witch hung in your kitchen, you can re-roll a cooking lore or crafting check made during downtime to make food, earn income, or craft an alchemical item in your kitchen. Honestly, she just puts it there because it's cute, and she remembered she had it, and she was like, "Oh, someone to keep me company while I make everybody grilled cheese sandwiches."
Awesome. So Koi comes by later with Kyrene. And she says, "Hey, look who I found. I found Bobby." And
Huh?
Kyrene face bulbs and said, it says, "How many times do I have to tell you don't call me that?" And Crystal it says, "Well, she still calls me Fire Lady, no matter how many times I tell her to stop calling me that." Anyone?
Uh, I'm calmed down.
Yeah.
If anything, it's at least a cute
That
thing.
sounds like their issue.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah.
anything, it's at least a cute nickname.
Yeah, like if anybody kicks me awake, I'll say something, but I'm just like, I'll pop out on the floor like T-posing.
Okay.
I put another pile of sandwiches in front of Coldra, and then say to Kyrene, "Have you heard anything about all of the dreams that people are having, Kyrene?"
Oh, I am. I have been hearing quite a lot about that. Honestly, the description that they describe as it just strikes Xulgoth to me. I mean, it could be just the top hat that they're describing. But it wouldn't surprise me if he's up to his old tricks again.
Has anybody said anything about if this figure spoke to them? Or was it just, lurking menacingly?
I think lurking menacingly. But if you want to find out more, I suggest go do some investigation.
But I don't think they would be able to speak back because from kind of like the small whistles that I've heard, the bodies were practically frozen whenever they did see it, almost like there was some form of paralysis.
Crystal says, "Well, that could be sleep paralysis."
Yeah, so if anything, that's what I was thinking too. But even then, that raises the question of why it happened so spontaneously and how it's affecting so many people out of the blue. Because you don't.
Yeah, if it was just one person, I would say it's just sleep paralysis. But the fact that it's so widespread and affecting almost everyone in the in the city.
Yes, and not only just so many, but also so suddenly as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because it doesn't just get enough
it is a
where,
case
it gets
to go ahead.
Yeah, because it doesn't really come out of the blue like that. It typically exists, I guess, for a while. So having a bunch of people just suddenly have a bad of sleep paralysis, all of the same type of figures that they see doing it, that way there's way too many red flags that cannot be a battalion.
Indeed. I would say it's definitely a case to investigate. If you want to go ask around the city, be my guest. I would not be surprised if this is Xulgoth up to his old tricks again.
Yeah, bloody gladly.
And then Crystal walks over to the goblin conked out on the floor and lightly kicks him in the head.
Hey, that took a 5th level spell.
And I'm just thinking of just freaking inadequately
Oh.
a boot to
Oh,
the
he's
head.
fine. He's fine.
Oh, goodness, I thought I was getting attacked again. Anyways, what's up, boss lady? What you want?
I'm just concerned about the goblin laying on the floor.
Because they didn't get any chance to rest. Because as soon as the match was over, they started throwing tomatoes at me. So me and Zoe ran out, and once we ran out, there was a bunch of folks grouped up ready to gut me for essentially being the villain of today's battle.
Well, if you weren't being the villain, then you weren't being yourself.
You know, you have a pretty way with the words there, boss lady. He chuckles as he stands up.
Thank you. So, about that, I think it would be important to gather up all the goblins in the city and get them out of here. I think you need to do something to keep them safe.
Yeah, I was planning on trying to do that after today's match, but I didn't realize that I essentially wasted my time while I could be helping out my people. And when he says that, his fists, like his hands ball into a fist, and they're like really tensed up when he says that.
Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, let's see. Ada and Bastille, how about you go investigate the shadow people? Does that sound good to you two?
As opposed to investigating what else.
Yeah. And more of a funny, like out of character, more of a funny thing. But I like to imagine, like, she's not even really probably down the sentence yet. There's kind of like just the whole kind of cartoony outline bit of it, as it is already likely out to going to play do it.
Okay. So, Rats, how about you take Zoe to go help your fellow goblins?
Wouldn't that put more suspicion on her? I don't want to use her, I guess, authority as a way to shield, I guess, my people from any scrutiny. Wouldn't that put more, I guess, strain
Don't
on?
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Come on.
Is that okay
I
with
guess.
Zoe? Is that okay
I
with
do
Zoe?
have a lot of work here, and it does seem like Rat doesn't want me around. So
It's not that I
this
don't
is-
want you around. It's just that I don't want you to risk your position as union manager. Your job here is to take care of the stadium and the
my job
people
here is to
around.
take care of the people in the stadium. And frankly, you're one of them. And
Now,
honestly, more than you, if you don't want to accept my help, Shruka, Gorsh, and Henrietta, they're my people.
I was mostly just trying to be like, because I don't want to, I guess, take away too much of your hospitality. You've done just enough for me. We ran away from that group, and people would start saying bad things about you if you're hanging around, I guess, a wanted criminal.
I don't think that's the way we see it.
Yeah, but the public sees it that way.
Only some of them. And
Crystal,
to be honest, the ones who do, they're not with it.
And Crystal says, yeah, the people who do, they're pigs anyway.
All right, then. I guess as much as I try to push you guys away, guess you guys are like gum in my boot. Hard to get rid of. All right, Zoe. Guess I'll
And
accept
more
your
like
offer.
impossible. More like impossible.
Yeah.
And Soma.
Question.
Sure.
What of getting to an obelisk to get into the dream realm?
It looks like we're going to have to put that off for just a bit. Darkwork can keep her safe for the time being. In the meantime, we've got more pressing matters.
Believe the only other person running that would prevent the Goblerons from being hunted should be put on hold from being rescued.
I have to say, I kind of I agree with him. I'm assuming this is Coldra speaking.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's called.
I realize you guys love my little self like that. He chuckles.
So.
And he waves towards both of them.
You've got a point. But there's only so many hands here. Someone's got to deal with the political fallout of dealing with the asshole who started this mess.
After I saved his life, which I think just makes me question something, say the same character.
Well, it's a question that we'll have to answer at some other point. You know what? Selma and I, how about, and Coldra as well, so, how about we try to deal with the asshole? And maybe try to find some way of getting to the Shadowgate. Kyrene, do you have any thoughts? Kyrene takes a sip. I assume Soma made some coffee.
Sure, why not?
So Kyrene takes a sip of coffee. She pours herself some coffee and she takes a sip and she says, there are a couple of shadow gates here in Olympus that I know of. Obviously, there could be some that I don't know of, but that's beside the point. The two that I know of, there's one that is directly beneath the city. and there's one in nearby to the Shadowwood. The quickest one to get to would be the one that's underneath the city, obviously. So, because getting all the way down south to nearby to the Shadowwood, that would take a few days, at least. Trying to get to that one is going to be something of a chore. Because the only entrance to that Shadow Gate is sealed off. In fact, no one is supposed to know that it exists. So, someone is going to have to pull some strings to get access to that one. I suppose I could help.
Are you able to tell me its exact location?
Not really. And frankly, trying to teleport there would be foolish because it is protected by, well, frankly, the same type of the same type of stone or metal that you encountered in that ruin. The one where Xulgoth chased someone around. Any thoughts? Anyone?
Well, the only thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
As mentioned before, as far as us knowing it, we can simply say that the one that is in danger in the dream moment question told us. You said before that she was one that, would have had the knowledge of it.
Lady Fiore may have knowledge of where it is, but getting to it would be impossible. Teleporting into there will be impossible.
I more meant discussing with the city our own passage to it.
And how do you suggest we do that?
Those that are good at talking, talk to one of the officials that would know of such, and we see if they already have passages to and from it. With how dangerous it is, it is something they would likely have wanted to monitor anyway.
You are correct that they do monitor it very closely, and the passage is sealed.
Well, is it? Because
Yes.
as we pointed out earlier, Xulgoth got to Lady Fiore's body is in the Nightmare Realm. She was brought through a gate of some kind. Most likely, unless Xulgoth has even stranger powers than we know, but we have seen him using the gates. So it could very well be that all of these protections that you are telling us about, they are not quite so active anymore. Or at least Xulgoth has managed to get around them in some way.
If Xulgoth found a way to it, it would not surprise me, says Crystal. My uncle has strange powers and tricks up his sleeves that surprise even me. Frankly, I've been cooking up some bombs specifically for him.
Bombs?
Yes, I'm an alchemist. Don't you know?
Huh. No, I did not know that. I don't. No one's really enlightened me on what anybody here does. I just kind of been tired.
She's a
Just hang out with you nerds.
she's a sorcerer with a bit of alchemist. I would say she would probably have an archetype, the alchemist archetype. But she is a sorcerer by trade. Her color is element, and she's also the guardian of flame.
That's cool.
So we still need someone to to investigate the shadow people. Ada and Bastille, are you still willing to do that?
I thought that Ada was already out there basically doing it, because if anything, that's basically what she was always planning on doing.
Okay. And Bastille probably after being given a mission has already started on his way.
He did wait to talk.
Okay.
I am willing to do it until it is time to go into the dream realm.
Well, I can tell you one thing, I'm not going with you in there because the dreamscape of the nightmare realm is a real trip.
Yes, well, you had promised entry for it previously with an unspecified time.
That was Crystal that just said that.
Okay. Well, he'll just say entry was promised without an unspecified time.
Yeah.
Then.
Kyrene says, yeah.
The other that has lost their memories might benefit as well.
Well, frankly, we didn't have time to visit the Black Door before we came here.
Well, seems like a perfect time if we are to enter it anyway.
However, that is all the way back in Almanan. Can you teleport several thousand miles?
Yes.
I think I can if I concentrate really hard.
Don't hold your breath.
Hold on. All right, give me a second.
Or, no, I guess it's only 100 miles. I don't have 7th level spells yet to push teleport up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had mentioned before that any of these void gates would work. You just wanted to use one that you were more familiar with.
The one that is closest by would be the one that's underneath the city.
Yes.
And
So
that's
whenever
unless you really want to take a trip all the way back to Almana, which would take a couple of days.
Well, no, so that's why I'm saying when they get ready to go, then he wants to be on that mission.
Okay.
That's what he said. He said he's
Right,
willing to investigate the Shadow People until they're
Right,
getting ready to
right.
go into the obelisk.
Okay. So, having said all that, Bastil's now on his way following Ada.
Yep.
If he can find Ada.
Before Ida goes, I ran to his corner.
But like, Ada, he's gonna wave and like do like a little hop. Ada, you see? Hops, hops. Does she acknowledge, or is she just ignoring his little hoppy?
Like, if anything, like, she's just concentrating on the mission that she was effectively given.
Raz's gonna, I guess, like, not slap her on the shin, but a mighty clap on the shin to get her to focus on something else. Hey, Ida,
What?
come on. Don't. This is the first time. This is the second time I've ever seen you act this serious. You should probably start doing it more. Brings out the real beauty in your face. But other than that, let me just say this. I want you to be careful out there.
If
And I
anything, this is
apologize.
time for formalities.
Brad is lucky
Aaron.
Elsa's not nearby.
He's gonna be like, be also, by the way, just be careful about things. Try not to get lost. Because if I do hear that you're lost and you're once again in a position you can't be like easily get yourself out of, I will likely not know. But once I do know, I will probably come and swing by to get you out of that jam. So just be careful and try to follow big man over there. And when he says, well,
Trust me, like, if I were to get into a situation that I couldn't back myself out of, I'll still find at least some way to bring them down with.
well, nice to know you'll go down fighting.
if she is with me, I can teleport us.
Hey,
After all, it
hey.
takes one to know one, huh?
So Ada and Bastil are going after the Shadow People.
Yep.
And Zoe and Rat are going to investigate the missing goblins.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And Holdra and Soma, along with Crystal, are going to try to get access to the Shadow Gate.
Yeah, though Boulder's not sure how much he can help with the talking part. He can certainly help with the fighting part, but
You got a witch that knows how to speak.
he is untrained in, I think, every charisma skill.
Okay.
That's funny.
And is that everyone? Looks like it's everyone.
Until
We're-
Judy Evelyn, Fokrokra, Frederick, and Ron come back, yes.
Where are you going, DM?
What is GM Seth gonna do in this world of
Yeah.
Mystimon Saga, huh?
I'm controlling Crystal, Kyrene, Ira, Kwoi, and about 20,000 other NPCs.
Yeah, not good
where's-
enough.
Well, where's the GM Seth NPC?
Not here right now. Because I don't do GMPCs.
I use a 9th level wish to summon Seth!
I summon GM
Okay.
What's this specialized?
I tribute this.
Is the most thing is I don't even watch Jujutsu Kaisen yet. I know that fucking meme.
Oh.
So that is where we're going to be continued. Next time on Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives. If you enjoyed today's show, how about you do us a favor and drop us a like and a comment and maybe consider subscribing. We would also love for you to join our community of both Pathfinder 2e lovers and Mystimon Saga fans on our Discord. Catch our next episode live in 2 weeks on Thursday. Thank you, and see you next time. Some L may or may not have a backup character idea based on
It's just a guy
GM
named
Seth.
Seth.
Wait, don't steal my backup character.
We all show up next session with just a bunch of guys named Seth.
It's like I don't even think of backup characters. I just roll the punches.
I did have a character that one time, and this wasn't for a Pathfinder game, but for Mutants and Masterminds. Their name was just Steve. Steve from accounting.
Steve from accounting.
Because the whole thing about it was like regular world, and everyone got their powers from whatever was happening to them at the time. Steve from accounting was currently being bullied by the office bullies and being shoved into a copy machine. So he got copy powers and went by Duplico!
Like, was your entire thing just for liquid manipulation? That was specifically just coffee?
No, copy. COPY.
Oh,
Dude, it would
they
have
said coffee, like the
been so funny
I-
if you had coffee powders.
Yeah,
I had to
coffee
keep
too. Sorry.
3 character sheets because one was his base stats without anything copied. The second was the current stuff he had copied, whether it be powers, stats, or otherwise. And the third one was if he ever had like his powers nullified, he'd lose his current copy set. So they were the immediate things he could copy from his allies that were like the party in an emergency situation.
So basically, you had one that was base powers, one that was basically all the abilities that you copied from others, then one for an emergency backup plan where you had to copy off of your allies.
Correct. Basically, think of the base sheet of a commoner that copied other people's stats. So if he wasn't copying other people's stats, he was just a commoner with a lot of health.
Oh, geez, like I was about to say, just wait to hear what another kind of group of mine that was actually admittedly a bit short-lived, but I had in mind after an interaction of sorts. Like, my character was about to effectively have multiple personality disorder based on some of the different D&D damage types, with the base one being fire, and they would have gotten acid, thunder, and piercing personalities, each with different stats. But they all had the same stats, but with different classes.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Steve from accounting.
Jeez,
funny.
none of us I'll likely be tuning out for the night.
Very easy,
I haven't
Farley.
stopped the
Thanks,
recording
everybody.
yet.
Good
Oh.
night.
Good night, everyone.
We'll see you live in 2 weeks. Thank you,
Goodbye, have a
and
good
see you next
night.
time.